do that? Wait.
I love the dirt, he says.
And we push the dirt around the base of it.
Look at that. See?
I'll touch the flower.
You can look at it, but we're not going to touch it.
I see it. Oh, look.
Oh, what?
Everything is exciting when you're 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, unlike some people, we like the word moist. I would even say moist is preferable to dank, which a lot of people would disagree with, but once it gets dank, you're in danger of root rot.
Hello everyone, it is Amanda and Bill and Teo and Sophie, and Alex is over here too. He's playing with the soccer ball. We are today doing our container gardens. You saw our last video, which was our garden beds, and this is our container garden. Oh, get your kids to help.
We put the soil around it.
So container gardens are something that anybody can do with any kind of space. Even if you live in an apartment, you can do a couple of plants in your window, a couple of edible plants in your window. Even better if you have a balcony or some outdoor space. But you don't have to have a big plot of land by any means. In terms of where to get containers, you were talking about this the other day, Bill, that you can get them for free from nurseries, right?
Yeah, usually they have a pot disposal.
Yeah.
It's hard to find ones this big.
Well, yeah, these were from planting trees. But they do have smaller ones. If you don't mind plastic, they're free. Or you can get something a little more ornamental if you're trying to beautify your garden a bit as well.
I love the dirt.
When we do that, wait.
What did you say, Teo?
Look, I found.
We found a stick. I'm gonna mix this in a little bit.
I love the dirt, he says.
Oh, are you helping?
I want to mix it in too.
Well, put your hand in there.
So I think at one point we made a video about how to prepare the potting soil. I mean, you can just purchase potting soil from the nursery or from the grocery store or the drugstore. They have potting soil, which works just fine. This is soil that we kind of add to every year, and it's potting soil plus a little bit of compost plus some sand. So we just kind of refresh that every year from what's in there from the year before.
Yeah, I'm just patting it so that it doesn't have too much air in it, but I'm not patting it particularly hard.
And then we have tomato cages, which you can also get at the nursery, which should also be open in most places right now. Just practice social distancing. When you are at the nursery, wear a mask, be responsible. But you can get all these things at the nursery, and you can grow your own food. Having the ability to grow your own food, it saves you a lot of money, which is another aspect of it. If you are struggling financially in this season, it's a little bit more investment up front to plant a garden, but then you have free vegetables through the fall. So that's definitely gonna save you money in the long run. If you have a greenhouse, you can start things from seed. Otherwise, what Bill does is just buys starts. And starts are pretty inexpensive too. I mean, how much are they each?
$1 or $2 each, and some of them you can get 4 packs for a couple bucks.
Oh, a 4-pack like that. Whoop, wrong direction, there we go.
I will pat it.
So it's pretty affordable just to get starts too, and then you don't have to plant it all by seed. But it is also fun if you're doing it with kids to plant it by seed and just see the whole process from start to finish. Teo, look! Your flowers are starting to sprout. See? Look. Look at that. See? They're just starting to sprout. Aren't they cute? So these are little zinnia flowers, and this was one of our science projects for science class.
I'll touch the flower.
You can look at it, but we're not going to touch it.
I see it. Oh, look.
Everything is exciting when you're 2.
Ooh, look at this.
Yeah, you found a shell. So this is something that Alex and Sophie are marking the progress on, keeping a journal for school. They we planted these from seed and they are growing them. So that's actually a really fun activity to do with the kids as well, and they feel a awesome sense of ownership about that. So you can also do flowers just for fun. Make your yard pretty. We'll probably transplant those.
Right there.
So
That's the carrot one.
with the starts, all you have to do is
Indio sweet pepper.
dig a little hole with your trowel, take it out of the little cup it comes in with roots and dirt and all, and just stick it in the hole and pat all the dirt around it, and that's all you have to do. Now in terms of watering, we mentioned this with the garden beds as well, that you basically just want to keep the soil moist at all times. And
Pepper plants are more drought tolerant than a lot of things.
yeah,
Zucchinis are very not drought tolerant. Peppers are pretty drought tolerant.
But just as a general rule for somebody who's just starting gardening, a good rule of thumb is to just make sure that the soil stays moist. And you can achieve that however you want. We have a drip irrigation system, which I will show you over here. These here, as you can see, that's connected to our hose. And then there's each of these that come into each side of the pot, and it just drips so that it's just a constant amount of moisture, and you're not wasting water. But if you don't have a drip irrigation system or don't want to put the money up front with the drip irrigation system, you can just use your standard hose and make sure that your soil is moist every day. That's just a general rule of thumb.
Yeah, unlike some people, we like the word moist. I would even say moist is preferable to dank, which a lot of people disagree with, but once it gets dank, you're in danger of root rot.
However, if you do want to put a little extra money up front to get a drip system, I mean, we have been using these for over a decade. So it was an upfront cost, but it has paid for itself over time because you're not wasting water. You're just putting the amount of water in there that the plant needs, and you're not oversaturating it. So it saves you water in the long run, which saves you money. Carrots and peppers. Yeah.
My peppers are starting to grow.
Although those aren't actually carrots, those are just orange peppers. So, you know, two different kinds of peppers. And Sophie has created her own little pot, which she has put some branches in, and it's what kind of plant?
A green pepper.
A green pepper. Do you like green peppers?
Yes, I love to eat them. Munch, munch, munch. I don't like to eat the seeds.
You don't have to eat the seeds. You're a healthy girl. These kids love the vegetables
When
they
the
eat.
stand turns off, it will be grown.
Alex, who is on the autism spectrum, it's a little bit more work, but we're actually getting him to enjoy carrots and peppers now, so that's progress now. He's been helping with the garden too. Hey Alex, do you like carrots and peppers now? Yeah, he tolerates them. So we've got all of these pots around here. Over there are the herbs, and then Bill is now planting this row along here, which I will show you when we are all done and give you a tour of everything that has been planted.
These are kohlrabi that are off to a good start.
Those are the ones that are like the big root vegetable that will be down at the base when it's ready.
This is a close relative, kale.
Kale.
Pepper plants that are kind of shivering right now.
Pepper, pepper, pepper.
Pepper, pepper, pepper.
I like that you put all the greens over here this time by the house.
So we've got more kohlrabi, kale, chard. This is a different kind of broccoli. We'll see how it turns out. It's not making normal heads like broccoli you would expect.
It's already flowering.
We'll see how it does. We might plant some more that's normal broccoli. More chard.
And then we got all the tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
So what kind?
That's yellow pear.
Cucumbers that haven't come up yet. Oh, so this one's a Roma tomato.
Goliath, which is like a beefsteak. Cherry tomatoes. That one's super sweet 100. Cucumbers that haven't come up yet.
So you planted those with seeds.
Yeah. Strawberries that escaped from their pot.
Oh yeah, so there's our strawberries that come back every year. And we're just gonna let them kind of go free in our bed here.
The garden bed.
Yeah, I would not mind having strawberries all throughout our garden bed.
That one's a sun gold.
We love the sun golds. Those are the best tomatoes you will ever eat in your entire life.
More peppers. More peppers. See blueberry plants in the background.
Oh yeah, there's our blueberries. They've got their little flowers already.
Another sun gold. More space for cucumbers that haven't come up yet. Early girl. True to its name, it's already got flowers.
So it's called Early Girl just because it comes earlier in the season.
Yeah, it's one of the earliest non-cherry tomatoes. Like there's cherry tomatoes that come that early, but very few full size. Stupus, that's another early variety.
Tomato.
Yeah, tomato.
More blueberries we have over here.
That one's kind of sad, but it seems to be recovering a little. That one's a pineapple tomato, the new latest and greatest thing. I saw a whole bunch of them in garden stores.
Pineapple Hawaiian tomato. Okay. Cucumber.
More cucumbers. Another sun gold. Arugula that seeds itself every year. We just let it stay in one of the pots. More kohlrabi. More chard with an unwanted visitor.
Slug. Goodbye, slug.
Bye-bye, slug. More kale. More kale. More of this weird broccoli. We'll see how it does. That's raspberry mix, one of which seems to be dying for an unknown reason. The other which seems to be very healthy. Don't know. And a couple of lettuces.
Alright. That's what we got. Oh yeah, on the table we have our little tomato plants that we're
Those ones are babies. I'm keeping inside at night.
keeping them inside at night. They need special TLC. So this is how we have it just on our back patio. We just have all of these pots all around the perimeter. But if you've been watching for a while, you know that's what we do every year, and it's really nice to be able to just come out the back door and get whatever veggies we need for whatever meal. So that is all. If you guys have any questions that you would like us to make videos about, unfortunately, my comments are gone again. They were there for like 3 or 4 videos, and now they're gone again. Yay, YouTube! You can send me a Facebook or Instagram message. People don't seem to use it very much, but I do link this in my community tab, so you can comment on there. So there are ways to get in touch with us and ask questions if you have any. And if there are enough questions about certain things, we will make another video about it. And we have a whole entire playlist on gardening. So if you're looking for anything specific, we might have made a video on it. So I will link that in the cards in the upper right-hand corner right here, and you can go check those out. So that is all. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.